how grateful I am for everybody on this committee and the staff for being with us this whole time in this journey, for making the effort and committing the time to have real conversations about something that has been important my whole life. But I know it has been for each and every one of you, because I've been in with you in committees and other kinds of things, whether you're voting no or yes tonight. I understand the heartfelt feelings that everybody's sitting on this diocese, because you've shared them over those many years. So I truly appreciate that. And the other thing I guess I would say to the audience here and to the other people, school districts, you have a big job ahead of you. I want you to recognize that if you look at the bill and you look at how it was written, these people here listened to you at every stop we made. This bill is not the same bill that it would have been if it hadn't been for your input. Your discussions consistently about we need to have the opportunity to improve knowing the conditions that are in our school district. And as you see in this bill, 50% of the money is given to you to figure out how to spend. You know, whether you decide that you're going to spend that on making sure your health classes are the best in the world, because that's going to affect one group, or you're going to invest in those programs that are outside of the school that support our CTE programs, whether it's FFA or whatever. We give you some options about how you're going to spend this money. And that's what you asked for. What we asked for is that when you make those decisions, you keep clearly in mind that there are a few things that we as a state really care about, and that's kids graduating, it's kids reading, all of those things that are on our 4 lists of things to do. So we're asking you to do a needs assessment. Start talking to your communities. Find out what it is that they really care about that you're going to invest that money in. We made a decision on the statewide investments, that things that have already proven themselves to work, whether it's Measure 98 or whether there's other things, that we anticipate fully funding those in this bill, because you have spoken pretty clearly, both in ballot measures and others, and we acknowledge that and put it in the statewide investment. We recognize that it's a big lift, and you've got a lot of work. This is a lot of money, and I think Representative Smith has pointed that out more than a few times. Can you build yourselves? Can you get to the capacity that you need to do these things correctly and not just not spend the money correctly? Early childhood probably has the biggest goal to set. I mean, you have to identify and find and get really quality places. We know that. We invested in training for those people. So all of those things came from conversations that happened around this state, and it happened because everyone on this committee listened. Everyone on this committee came to the subcommittees that were after that and formed when we got here to add their knowledge back into those conversations. And we end up with this bill, which I am really proud of. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that was part of this, and all of those people around the state that made those visits the visits they were, because they don't happen accidentally. Getting the kids there for us to talk to from all over the area, all of those things are really, really big and important. So with that, I guess we will have a roll call vote on this bill.